Hello, welcome back to Farm Rescue. We've had a little bit of a change of scenery. We're just coming out of the hotel. We're in Brazil, in a place called, and I'm never going to get it right, Estancia? Something like that. Anyway, the McBride family. We were in Gold Crest Valley last you saw us. Things did not go well. Yes, things did not go well at all. The last we saw you, we were working on the McBride farm, trying to help them rebuild, obviously. But as it turned out, the family as a whole were tax evasion specialists. And while we were there, we got, got raided by the FBI. So that closed that down. Obviously, we can't show any of the footage. Due to the FBI not allowing us to release it or not signing waivers. So yes, we're at a new place. We're at the Marsalis. They have an interesting story themselves. I'm just going to take this over to pick up the new thing, the new trailer and truck. But yeah, the Marsalis. So they have been able to cut a deal. This is a new open area. It's massive open area in the heartland of Brazil. It needs a lot of work doing to the area. There's no farms here, but there is a small town being built. As you can see, the road is practically new. I'm trying to remember the route here. Bear with me. So yeah, it's a brand new town. So there's lots of opportunities. You may be able to tell that I've been unwell of recent. My voice is gone. But not to worry, we are going to crack on in this second half of Season 2. Under obviously a new farm. This is the local shop. It's a craft store. However, they literally primarily do John Deere. That is pretty much all they sell. All they do. They've got a large second-hand market here. There's not many new things come through because it costs quite a lot to ship things out here. So I'm going to get this loaded on. I'm assuming this is all ours to take down. And we'll get this all loaded up and onto a truck, and we'll continue letting you know how everything sets up. Alright, there we go. So we've got the truck in. Leave that running for a sec. Make sure everything's all nice and tightly strapped. Yeah, you've got to be careful. That seed is very wide. So yes, the Marsalis. They own quite a chunk of land. They have bought it from an elderly gentleman, including everything that's already on the farm. This is all their new equipment. We obviously borrowed their John Deere Gator to run around town to get all the paperwork signed, release forms, so we can actually film the series. And that's been happening the last couple of days. And now we are ready to get cracking. Hey! So you wouldn't see that in the US or Britain. It just comes straight out. It seems like they've got no rules for the road. I mean, they probably have, but we have a interpreter with us, so communication is not going to be so bad. May take a little longer to get some points across. Yes, on to the Marsalis family. They have purchased this land from an old elderly gentleman. It's quite a ways out there. It'll take us a little while to get there. You hear some of the animals around. Not sure what that is. Maybe it was a monkey. But yeah, we're going to end up shooting down there, get set up at the farm and see how everything is. We haven't been down here to look at what's left. The Marsalis family that now own it are going to be away for the next year to 2 years. They're on business. They are a global business company. And this farm opportunity has just been bought to sort of entice other family. So from my understanding, the majority of the people that will be coming to work at the farm, it's going to be run and operated with a manager in tow. Basically, all the youngsters that are born into the family, when they reach a certain age, they will be working on the farm for around 5 years. I think this is what we were talking about. And I think I need to go. Yeah, let's back this up a bit. I think there's a tight turning just here. Yeah, this dirt track here is the one we need. Should be interesting. I'm going to be taking out some bushes along this turn. Tight switchback. Not so worried. There's no big trees on that side of it. It's more this side I have to keep an eye on. I think that's to the dirt track here. It gets a little bit confusing. I mean, there's no... As soon as you come out of the town area, there's no real roads. It's just dirt tracks. Something I'm going to have to get used to. And looks like this is a water crossing. Give it a bit of gas just to make sure we get up through that. I've got to watch the speed. Being as this is a dirt track, we don't want to spin out and lose control. But we'll see you down there at the farm. I'll show you around. And we'll take a first look together. Here we go. This is the one. Nice big wide turn. Hold on, that's a field. We don't want to drive into that. Pull along here. The trailer, from what I gathered, the trailer's actually on hire. So that will have to go back at some point. There's some really noisy animals around here. So this looks like the farm setup. I'm guessing they've got some sort of plans here. We'll have to find out. We'll have to find out what their plans are. But they've definitely got some construction work going on. There'll be a big shed. They've got some more construction work going on here as well. This must be the original shed. What have we got in here? We've got an old McCormick farm hole. Wow, looks like a little mini cultivator attached to that. It's filthy. Little Massey Ferguson mini baler. And the Zeta 25k. Well, I don't think they're going to be any real good to us. We've got a new tractor on here, so maybe that's something to speak about. And hello, looks like a nice comfy seat. Try that out. Oh, lovely. I suppose this is for a little rest room. There we go, we're out there. Aha, so they've got a combine. That's I've seen one of these before. It's not the easiest rooms to get through. It looks to be in fairly good nick, just a bit dirty. What else do we have? Anything else? We've got a fuel tank. Is that full up? It has 100 litres of diesel in it. I ain't gonna get very far. And some storage cupboards, electric box. What's in here? This must be the day office. For anyone who was working on the farm. They got, oh, look, chessboard, like a chess. Yeah, so that little day office. What else do we have? I can see some over here. Looks like some sort of workshop area. Got a workbench. Looks like all the tools are missing on it. So you leave tools out in the open like this, they're going to go missing. There's an old truck. Looks like that's got a, it's got a box bed on the back. Is anything in there? A little bit of, is that rust in the corners? Oh, it's an old truck. It'll do a job though. And looks like some more tools, toolboxes. Bits and bobs lying around. Okey-dokey. Anything? Some, oh yeah, loads of junk. I suppose we're going to have to clear all this eventually. And it looks like they've had a bit of a mudslide there. Look, straight into that building. Looks rotten through anyway. Oh, look, that building, you can see how old that building is. The tree has grown up, and as it's got thicker over the years, it's engulfed the corner of the house, or the building. Wow. What else do we see? Well, obviously you've got the... What is that? There you go, a little flagpole up there. It's, right, let's run round. I was thinking about climbing up those rocks, but let's try and stay safe. It looks like a carport. And a very... I can see the way things are sunk into some of this dirt there. Looks like they've had some sort of mudslide again, or a flooding of some sort. Oh yeah, that more inside. So this looks like a bunkhouse, maybe. Maybe this is where we'd stay. It's very similar to what we stayed in over at Gold Crest Valley. But this one doesn't look as well loved. But yeah, it's somewhere to keep and rest, I suppose. We've got a nice big healthy budget, 171,000. So yeah, it's not like we're broke or anything. And that isn't there. There's a second field there. Let's have a look over. Yeah, very lots of lumps of red clay coming through as well. Massive stones. Get those cleared up on it. It looks like this has never been really looked after for some time. The roads are not exactly deep on this, so I'd say this was done a couple of years ago and just left. And the weather has almost flattened it down a bit. Right, well, I suppose I'm going to start to get all that unloaded. We've got no hand at the moment, no working hand. I'm not sure what the signal's going to be like around here. I have got free reign on my finances and pretty much all the decisions. But there are some questions I will need to ask, so I need to get some signals. I think, for starters, I want to get rid of the old tractors and those implements that came along with them. Find out what's happening with these building projects. Are anyone coming down? Have they been up there for long? I've got to take... Yeah, I think I'm going to load up those old tractors, take them back to the store. We've got to unload all this as well. And kind of go from there. So in our attempt to find homes for some things, I have just found up the ladder here. There we go. Right. I have found up here a load of I old cheese. It looks to be very mature. Very mature. And a load of eggs. I'll have to find out what they're all about and whether or not they knew that they were there. Because they're not for anything. They're actually worth some cash. We're going to carry on. Even with that noisy old birds, I think it must be a bird nest there. We're going to take these up to the shop today and see if we can get some cash for them. And see what they have in a second-hand market. We should be approaching the store. Here we are. We're going to have to get these unloaded just... I think we're the best way of doing it now. Alright, that's that. Let's get this lot off and sold. So we can get some good cash for it or not. It's all unstrapped. I may have a little issue there. That's my bad. There we go. We've got a bit of a puncher on this one, I think. That'll sell. That'll sell. Alright, let's go in and see what we can get. I think it's around the front here. We've got to find Felipe. He speaks a little English, so that may help. Well, that was a turn up for the books. Nearly £40,000 for that lot. Or dollars. But yeah, 40,000, that's not bad. And he said just have a little look round the back. And he'll give us prices on anything we're interested in. Obviously it's a little difficult. We haven't gauged the farm enough yet, or mind you, there's nothing to gauge. There's no competition, so let's see what we can get here. Got some. Not sure if that's a seeder. This is looks like a direct drill. It could be a plant raw seeder like this. I would go with a seeder more than likely. Let's see, it's really worn. They look like front mowers. You can tell everything's John Deere around here, 'cause it's all green. That is a bigger version than the plough we've already got, and that is in... It's got the yellow talons. I like the way they've done that. Much larger header than what we've got on the... that's the corn one. Nice. That is a lizard rake. Sprayed to look like John Deere. That is huge. That is beautiful. Look at that. This is, I'm guessing, it's very nice inside. Very big. I bet that's expensive as well. Definitely something would work wonders on a large farm, but we're not quite there yet. Or not here anyway. And then we've got, that's a nice little one. CB radio as well. And it's an older generation one, but it's quite nice. I wonder how much they've got this one going for. It would be a bigger. I mean, the headers that they've got here would fit on this one as well as that. But obviously the capacity is smaller on here. This is probably, without going into the specs, I would say anywhere between 8 and 10,000, where that's closer to 16, I would imagine. I like that one. So that's a possibility. Cotton. It's a cotton harvester, that is. I bet this is about 600k. Jump in and have a look. Very simple. Well, these are simple to run, really. But they're ingenious the way they work. They really are. Nice and spacious inside, though. Very nice. And tractors. That is very similar to what we already have, isn't it? That's oh, wow, that's a big boy. On tracks, twin tracks. Looks good. So that's a 440, I think, isn't it? Yep, 440. We've had them before. Oh wow, that's like our old truck, or the one we have in the States anyway. But they've converted it to what looks like a tipper bed. I've not seen that before. Interesting. Then we have, is that an 8R or a 7? 8R. Long snout, big engine they have on these. Solid tractor. This is a nice little small one. 7810. Yeah, quite modernised. I like the look of it. Again, with the we've got a CB radio in there. That's handy. That's quite nice. Yeah, and what's this one? Oh well, there's another 9 there. Look at that. With this one with the wheels, no tracks. Oscillating body. Probably too big for what we want right now. That is a giant trailer. Again, too big for what we're going to want at the moment. For now, anyway. It's a bale trailer. The stone picker is very interesting to me at the minute because there is massive rocks in those two fields. And this is... I can't see a branding on this at all. It's definitely a fast baler. So it wraps them as well. But there's no branding on it at all. At all. I can only imagine that this is possibly... This is a patterned copy. And it's just sprayed that way. Try and look on the inside, see what the quality looks like. I mean, all the chains are there. Normally on the copies you get rubber belts. Dow blow roller, we've used these before. This is probably the only thing I've seen that have not been sprayed green and yellow. And a John Deere sprayer. Right, well, I shall pop in, get some valuations and some things. And see where the ball lies. See what we do. Well, there we have it. We have a tractor and a stone picker. 45k. Can't really argue with that. It's a really good, really nice tractor. It's only got 13.5, I believe it is. 13.3, sorry. My correction. 13.3 hours on the clock. There we go. That should work a treat. I mean, it hangs off a little bit, but we'll be alright getting that back, I think. So yeah, let me jump in. Shut this up. Pull that gear out there. Should be good to back. There we go. Right, well, yeah, we will be coming up again at a later date. Obviously, we don't need anything now, in the sense of that any of those big harvesters. But I'm not too worried. There's no farms about. We're this one's the only farm, so we should be able to just anything we fancy. We can leave it there until we need it. We've got to get some building work going on. I'm assuming that they're coming. Those buildings are coming along. And the builders are going to be around to sort it out eventually. I shall find out over the next day or two. Yeah, we'll get this back and unloaded, and we'll see you down there. Here we are, back at the farm. We're going to get this lot loaded, popped away, and I think that'll be it until the next one. Well, I think that's it for the first day on this lovely little farm. Hopefully we'll show you some progress and we can find out what the plan is with the building works that have been going on here, whether or not that's an ongoing project or that was how it was bought. If it's how it was bought, it's absolutely fine. We just have to rearrange somehow, building more. Building more, but getting someone in to finish it off. The wood seems to be there, the panels seem to be there. I think it's just a case of putting it all together. Big job for one person, that's for certain. It will need a team. But yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. And again, apologies for the abrupt end to the Gold Crest Valley. As I say, you can't help but when bad people are around. Well, until next time, this has been Farm Rescue. Keep it real.